Welcome to the loading screen where we know exactly what we're doing.
Your taste sucks. That movie was bad.
I like it.
Anyway. Five. There you go. Yeah, we're back.
You might have to refer to me as Captain, Alex.
Just get that stretch in. Yeah, get that stretch in. What's going on, guys? Good
Hi, guys.
morning. Good morning. In the strictest legal sense, it is 30 minutes till lunchtime. This is Loading Screen. This is your morning podcast to cue your day up with, of course. I am Dre, a.k.a. Crash, and with me, as always, not only is it my dog, who just decided to lick my elbow in the middle of that, but
Damn,
Alex.
yo, he's stealing this. He's
Yeah,
stealing
what's up, my
the doggo, dude. We brought a dog on last week, and now we got Atlas.
Yeah, this. I don't know. Has he ever just shown up on the show before? This is Atlas.
I don't think
This
so.
is my assistant producer. He makes sure things like this end up working correctly, and he's like telling me, "Yo, bro, your timing is off." Okay.
Yeah,
all
look
right.
at him. He's like giving you shit. Yo, dude,
Yeah,
you're
bro,
off.
giving me so much stuff, man. You hype this
go
morning.
to-
Welcome, guys. Oh man, we've got a laundry list of things to talk about, and
Literally a laundry list.
now he's over there munching and lunching right now. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, of course. But actually, before we get to that laundry list, that list was given to us. It was a to-do list. It came from our parents, which was Mike and Ike and Zip Chair, of course. They're always supporting the show and telling us what. Wow, I didn't even notice the googly eyes until now.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you, dude.
I did not even notice the damn googly eyes. Okay, that's funny. Unless you've had a chance, I don't know if you've ever seen the video of it's like a random short video. Someone was saying like, "Yo, man, this coffee is pretty strong. What do you think?" And like, it was a friend that was just passed out. They put googly eyes on him, and it's
Really?
hilarious looking because he's just like, it's too good. I recommend anybody that wants to
I'll have to
laugh
try
to
it.
check that out. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, yo, we've got a lot to talk about today, man. Some bombs were dropped, bombs over Baghdad, straight up. Shout out to Outcast. And we're gonna be discussing those real quick. But before we get into those, we want to talk about some games. This right up Alex's alley. I kind of want to hear firsthand your impressions, of course. Cold War. We've got
Yeah.
some gameplay footage. We've got
The reveal was yesterday.
Yeah, the actual
Yep,
reveal,
yep.
and we got some footage, of course, to talk about. So,
So,
yeah, give me the 411. The reason I say Alex is
re-
because he plays Call of Duty way more than me. So,
no, I mean, I think I want to list off a few things real quick. The Black Ops Cold War features 4K visuals for next-gen consoles, obviously, but they're going to be taking advantage of 3D audio. There's like a whole laundry list of things that they're going to be adding. There's an article from IGN that basically goes into to say like what exactly is so great about Cold War. But I don't know, man. I mean, my initial impressions with this, I wasn't super into it in the beginning. As the trailer continued and as gameplay continued, I began being like, okay, all right, maybe maybe it'll be all right. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Call of Duty game. I mean,
yeah,
every year we get a Call of Duty game. Every year they do look very similar. In all honesty, in terms of like gameplay, now obviously like we haven't really felt what Black Ops Cold War is gonna feel like in terms of the pacing and whatnot. But what we did get was we got some multiplayer action. Some streamers actually, they took a bunch of streamers, COD partners, and threw them into a multiplayer match yesterday. Which I also sent you that link too. We don't have to get into it right now, but basically, like the way I always looked at it is, Modern Warfare with that new engine that they came out with, they really slowed down the pace of Call of Duty, where I thought maybe we'd be expecting. I thought I was expecting that for this. However, after seeing the gameplay, it looks fast. It looks just as fast as all of the other Black Ops did. You can kind of see the pacing of it whenever there's like short first-person gameplay here. But you can see how fast-paced it is. It looks like they're trying to blend the fast-paced arcade style, and I think that's kind of what they're going for. Where in the direction they're going, like in Modern Warfare, they slowed it down. They kind of made it more realistic, whereas Black Ops was kind of more fast-paced,
Yeah,
an arcade style. You know,
a little
what
more
I mean?
action orientated for sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and I think they're. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, no, it's coming out real well on this trailer too. Like, you
Yeah.
can definitely feel it. Like, this is definitely not like the. I don't think if I start playing this, I don't think I'll feel as heavy as I feel in the current Modern Warfare and such, especially in things like Warzone and all that. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get that. I mean, also vehicles for days. God damn.
Yeah, no,
Everything.
so they came up with like a bunch of new modes that they're introducing. Warzone and I'm hoping that I understood this properly, but Warzone is pretty much its own thing at this point. And what they're going to be doing, and I think what they said they were going to be doing is they're going to be carrying Warzone experience between Cold War and Modern Warfare into, like they're not going to segregate it, and I think that's good. Early access beta starts on October 8th, first on PS4, and then I think it's like the 11th or other, the 10th, 11th or something on the other games. There's an image somewhere that has it, but that being said, very quick, very action oriented, arcade style for this game. I'm excited. I mean, I wasn't excited. The more I watched this, the more I was like, all right, I mean, I know I'm going to buy it. So, I might as well try and, find the good in it rather than knock it. It's not really what I was expecting. I thought it would be more in line with the Modern Warfare style because I like the slower combat. I like that style, the more realistic. But again, you can't get everything, especially in a different series. Modern Warfare is a totally different series than Black Ops.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. But I'm excited. I'll probably end up getting it, jumping into it. So here's the gameplay. You can see already how, I think this is just a little intro here because then it goes into this guy's YouTube intro. But as you see, like you can already,
as you can see, his YouTube intro.
yeah, there you go.
By the way, this is on Dysmo, DYSMO on YouTube. So
okay,
go check out the videos and maybe other.
Yeah, I mean, like look right off the bat, you can see how freaking fast it is, right? Like just look
absolutely.
at it. It is not like Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah, flash
you
yourself. Love it.
Nice flash, bro. But yeah, no, it's it doesn't look like they use the same engine that they used on Modern Warfare, because this looks way different. The shading is so different. At least, unless I'm like totally wrong, and
it could also just be the stage
right.
itself. The way the way the lighting occlusion and the bouncing is happening might be different from what you might be used to in the previous Call of Duty. A part of me wonders how much of this was kind of like getting ready. We might be seeing some
an early
little tidbits of a build that is meant for next gen, and we're seeing maybe possibly some of the engines somewhat working, maybe not at full capacity as they would in the next gen. So I am going to definitely be behind that, because there's no way they're just gonna release Call of Duty for this generation console when there's literally another one in the horizon.
So they also, one of the biggest things, and I think it's cool, and I hope more developers start doing it. And I think the whole cross-gen thing or cross-platform thing that they implemented in last year's Modern Warfare, I think they did it flawless. I think they did it fantastically. I mean, like, whether you're playing with a controller or a keyboard and locking one or the other depending on what you're using to keep it fair. This is honestly, I think I very rarely give Activision credit, but I think Activision did it really well with that. And this is actually the first game, if I'm remembering that they said this correctly, this is the first game that's going to be cross-gen and cross-platform. So you can get it for previous gen. You can get it for, Xbox One and play with Xbox Series X people while also playing with PC people, which I think is awesome, and PS4 and PS5.
So we're talking Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC.
Yeah.
So five-way cross-play off of that alone is pretty wild.
Yeah, and I wonder what kind of development nightmare that is, right? Like you're talking about two different builds for generations. You know what I mean? So like, I'm wondering if this is the previous. What we're seeing right here is what it would look like on current gen. I mean, obviously, obviously all these people that are playing it right now are playing it right now in its current build and the current gen.
Don't worry,
dude, I don't know.
The comparison videos will happen once the next gen
yeah.
releases. You're gonna see a slew of it, and trying to, because Because the other side of this that always happens is, especially in the this is more a community side. When it comes to actual like esports organizations, when it comes to competition, they're gonna go with probably what's the latest and greatest. Even,
Yep.
not to say even, like sometimes they will listen and go by what community standards are. Like say it's for some reason it's more optimized on PS4. That's first of all a bad look. Like there's no way they're gonna let that's gonna fly. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see, like, you know, a PS4 player coming to PS5, the differences between potential latency in terms of you know, play, of online, you know, how optimized is it from one to the other, being able to adapt from one to the other. It's gonna be a very interesting competitive season when it comes to that. But it looks insane. And this is just the current build. Once of course we get closer to release, or even at least the open beta, this might even be the open beta build that we end up playing. Like I don't think there'll be anything else really coming down the pipeline. But yeah, it's pretty damn over the top, which is what I expect no less from a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, and I think that you know, I something I was find interesting and actually really cool, like just talking about esports, you know, the meta for Call of Duty changes every year because the game changes every year. You know what I mean? So I think that, you know, keeping it fresh, I think, and the last thing I'll say on this is what I really didn't like about the way the direction Black Ops was going was the different operators had different abilities and skills and all that stuff. And you had to like choose your operators like you do in a lot of current games. It looks like there's operators in this one, but I don't see skills anywhere in this gameplay. Hi, Atlas. Dallas, you look different. But
I think he heard you. He's like, what?
Actually, hold on. I'm actually looking at it right now. It actually does look like there's abilities.
Oh yeah,
or ultimates rather. It looks like there's ultimates.
There's definitely kill streaks or something like that going on here. Like there's no way we're not having that. But
what up there, Luigi? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat, and hello Twitch chat, and every other chat where we're streaming right now. But that being said, yeah. So like, you know, I didn't really like that about Black Ops, and they didn't really dive into it unless I miss it in the stream. But like, dude, just look how fast this movement is. Like, it's
I'm digging it. Just off first-hand impressions right now. But you know, maybe I'll get a chance to check it out. By the way, that beta was only for PS4. I don't know if you saw the little subtitle underneath. It's first on PS4. So I think there will be a beta in the Xbox line. It's just coming at a later date. So right now, they got that exclusivity on the PlayStation.
exclusive.
Gotta pay for that. All right. So yeah, the gameplay, like I said, you guys can definitely go check it out. Right now, it's number 32 trending on gaming on YouTube. Pretty good.
It's crazy how they can put out so many games.
Yeah.
And you know, and be so controversial, and like, you know, there's people who feel really strongly about some things, and I can't believe how much momentum this game gets every single year. You
can say the same thing about things like Madden and stuff. It's just right now it's Madden season, all it's Call of Duty season. They're pretty engraved in that, man. It is what it is. All right, so off of and that was Sir Skrillex' TED Talk, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
We're gonna be jumping into something a little more. Oh, actually, well, yeah, it's the same video. We talked about it on Tuesday. I kind of went on my little mini TED Talk about it. Is the whole we haven't gotten any news on Breath of the Wild 2. Nintendo came out and gave us some Breath of the Wild news. It wasn't about 2. It was the fact that they were adding a prequel to Hyrule Warriors called Age of Calamity, and someone took the time to actually grab the map and with the gameplay that we did see in the trailer and kind of start piecing it together with the actual map from Breath of the Wild to see how true are they. Because if you've played Hyrule Warriors, you'll know they definitely took liberties when it came to to how the maps are, because of the nature of the game, right? You're just supposed to play hundreds upon hundreds of enemies, and so the stage has to be open. It can't be so small that it's like you don't see anybody. You have to do all these crazy moves, this, that, and the other. But it looks like, you know, someone took the time to actually research, like if you could see even some of these little enemy strongholds that are there that are actually in the game in Breath of the Wild. They've included it in the actual game for Hyrule Warriors too. So they're taking what could be even assets from Breath of the Wild and just, you know, copy pasting them over, which Smart move, save you time. The whole point of, this expansion is you're supposed to be in that world. So if you can get it as close as possible, then, you're going to make your fan base happy, right? Like that's,
and I
that's
love that,
how it
man.
goes.
I love that they're making it a strong point to go to these, one-to-one areas around Breath of the Wild, around the world, around the map.
Yeah.
And bringing it together. It really ties them together really nicely.
Absolutely. We're seeing Zora's Domain, Hyrule Field, the Gerudo Valley, or rather Gerudo's, I forget what it's actually called, but that stronghold, pretty close. And that's just only what we saw in the trailer, so we can only imagine, Death Mountain, Ganon's Castle,
or
Hyrule Castle post Ganon's, take. We'll see what. I mean, technically we saw it in game, but maybe we might see the end. Spoilers: the end of this DLC, Link should lose, potentially almost die, and then gets put to sleep, and then you start Breath of the Wild. Sorry if that's spoilers, but that's kind of like what that. It's like watching Rogue Squadron or whatever, Rogue One from Star Wars. Like you already know what's gonna happen. Like you guys, this is the Rebel. We need plans. I'm like, well,
yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna tie it together.
They're gonna, how they. I wonder how it's gonna end. Well, a lot of people are gonna die. And someone's gonna get away with some plans. I'm just guessing. That was something like 30-something years ago when we saw the ending of that movie. So it is what it is. Do a kickflip. I can't heel flip. I can heel flip. I just prefer to kickflip. So it is what it is.
Speaking of heel flipping and kick flipping, did you get Tony Hawk yet or no?
I bought it.
I don't want to dive into it, but
I bought it. I haven't sat down with it yet, but I bought it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hopefully maybe have a couple hours with it this weekend. I'm hoping for it, but
cool.
I haven't really dove in yet. Got work stuff to do, dog.
Speaking of, getting into things this weekend, so we've been talking about Spellbreak the last few days, few shows.
Yes.
I played it.
Okay. I've actually been watching it. I've actually been watching streamers more. It looks really good. The shooting, the actual clicking, I gotta sit down and play it, but just looking at it, I'm kind of a little off of it. But the movement is sick, especially some of the movement you could get with some of these abilities where you can
it's like literally it's like a
as
superhero.
far as you can.
It's awesome.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm digging it. I have to sit down and play it, but I definitely do have my Epic launcher on deck and ready to go. I have to install it, but I've been watching, other streamers and just getting a look at those that are being really competitive with it because I know that's how I'm gonna be. Yeah, it looks good. Like I said, it looks good. I don't know how big the map is. I can only imagine because I haven't played it. I don't know how big the map's gonna be, but the same times I keep seeing people play. I feel like I'm seeing the same areas. I don't know if that's because maybe I actually legit am seeing the same areas, or so much of it is the same that it looks the same, which I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, but I have to sit down and play it. But good to know that
cool. It's fun though. It's really fun.
What kind of loadout? Who have you been playing? Like I know.
So I've been going with the fire. I've been going with fire.
Like
yeah.
I think Tempest is the fire one, isn't it? Or is that the wind one? I think it's fire. Whatever.
Well, the fire one. It's I don't know, pyro or something. Anyway, but yeah, no, dude, I love it. I've been going with my Q and left click ability. I've been using the fire, and then for my right abilities, I've been using electricity.
Electricity. I've heard that one was good. Ice. The long range where you can just snipe people.
Dude, I popped somebody and he died right away.
That. Yeah, I'm gonna rock that for sure. I like that because I could see trick shots of someone flying away, going invisible, and you're just like, pink. There's gonna be some sick highlight videos from that. Watch.
It's great.
Watch.
We got ourselves a dub too. But
okay.
It's first night. I don't know if they were bots or not, but it was fun.
Faster than Fall Guys, I guess, when you got a crown to get like that. Yeah. All right, so kind of like the last game we wanted to round off here, which I'm super stoked. So September 18th at 6 p.m. Central, CEST. Okay, Central and EST. I'm gonna go with EST on that one. If you guys are already following, make sure to check out CD Projekt Red on Twitch because they're gonna have the third episode of Night City Wire. If you follow these, we've covered them before. It's basically kind of like mini docs on the dives into the actual game of Cyberpunk. It looks like they're going to be checking into the gang, so which we've covered before, even very early on when they were like leaked. I think their brands or their logos or whatever, their signs were sent up. So they're gonna be going into all of them. I think I was actually gonna say the same joke.
Oh, okay. Here, hold on.
The only ones to actually wear masks, so clearly they're correct.
September 18th, right? September 18th at 6 p.m. CEST. That's 12 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
there you go.
So 12 p.m. Eastern time, noon o'clock, right after lunch or second lunch. You can go ahead and check that out. I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait to actually, see, because like these gangs, they're gonna be a path as to like obviously side quests, exclusive weapons.
Look how many there are.
Designs,
my God.
Content, characters, partners. That's each one, and they're each gonna have different kinds of missions and all. So I'm stoked to see what they're all gonna be. Some of them probably gonna be more action orientated. Maybe some are gonna be more about stealth, hacking. The stories that they're each gonna build is gonna be really fun, and they are gonna be one of the key points for replayability, because maybe you want to go an entire story with a character that's just with Maelstrom or the Wraiths or the Valentinos or whoever. I'm
wondering how much replayability, like I wonder how many hours each of those storylines is going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up. It should be solid. I mean, what is it? I think it's like, was it 9? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. Damn, got him. 9 gangs. So that's already a lot. That's a lot of different factions you can definitely be involved with. But I think some of them you can most likely only deal with if you pick certain loadouts. Because remember how it's like we're in the city, you're a country bumpkin, or I forget what the other one was, but I don't know. We'll see more of it September 18th. That's all I know. And that's all you need to know. So make sure to go follow them on Twitch and get that reminder, that follow notification as soon as they go live. I can't wait. So stoked. So
yeah,
stoked.
I'm gonna be. You and I both better be diving into this as soon as it comes out.
Hell yeah. All right. So
on that 3090.
Nice.
It's gonna be delayed.
Yeah, can't wait for that. So actually, funny enough, a little tidbit. I had it backwards. I thought the 3090s were going to be the first one out. It's actually supposed to be
3080s?
30. I thought the 3070s were the first one out. But it's supposed to be 3080s, 3090s, 3070s. Yeah, so a lot of people are going to be piling on for that 3070 value, kid. But there's been talk about the water cooler as to like, is it worth buying outright? Because, I don't have an article here for it, but you remember AMD's got some things in their pocket, and
they literally just said there's an article that said they're working on it.
Yeah, they have something coming up, and October is looking to be the time for them to show it off, because remember they have the new CPUs coming out, the Ryzen 4s or the 4000 series, excuse me, that's gonna be on the Zen 2 architecture. I know that's like we're getting a little geek talk there, but we have that, and then of course the big Navi coming out, and we really don't know what's gonna happen. So just NVIDIA's been the first one to shoot. We've got what seems to be 2080 Ti price performance at what, $400 or $500, so it's like $1,200 less, or $700 less. So already, they're coming out with that, and they're like, oh damn, that's pretty wild. AMD, they're coming out with Ryzen, so they're making Intel, sweat. But like when it comes to the GPU, it's like if they can get some sort of value going, like it'll be a great time for us. The gamers will be the winners, but it'll be an interesting time between those two companies going at it, because it'll be the first time ever. Not ever, but that in a long time that AMD has been competitive in the GPU space. They've been killing it on CPUs, but we'll see. So with that, speaking of shooting first, yeah.
So we talked about this a little bit the other day. This is insane.
Yes.
I love that they're doing this. I'm not going to get one off the bat, but I love that Xbox is doing this, and I'm wondering if Sony hasn't announced anything because they're like, shit, we got to restructure some things. Like, so Xbox All Access Pass, you don't pay any money up front. It's literally financing. But while you're financing it, you're getting all access to all of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and everything. Dude, insane. And it's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, so you can play it on you can play your games on your PC and your Xbox. I just like, holy shit, man.
So the the PlayStation now has done not PlayStation now. PlayStation Plus has done good things, and similar to like what the Microsoft Store does and the Xbox Store does, like monthlies and such. But yeah, nothing to this extent. So yeah, Microsoft is swinging pretty hard. And here's the thing. Here's something to keep in mind. This is why it's also a pretty big deal. The Xbox, the launch of the Xbox is though it's important. It's incredibly important. In terms of companies though, the Xbox launch or the Xbox in general is a piece of Microsoft, not really a deal breaker for them, because obviously as a company they're on another level. Like PlayStation has to sell well for Sony to be good, because Sony, it doesn't have what Microsoft has, the back end of what is Windows and all the other market pieces that they have, versus Sony just being they make some consoles, they make some DVDs, they make some Blu-rays, they make some TVs, they they entertainment, but nothing to that extent of what Microsoft is. So the pressure is definitely on. This is just another nail to it right now. The biggest nails,
you want another nail?
The biggest nails that have been slapped on, of course, is finally we've got official pricing for the Xbox Series S. Once again, this marketing, this naming.
Here we go. This is the bane of Dre's existence.
It is killing me, dude. Because I'm telling you, do you know how many parents are gonna buy the wrong one? Because it's like Xbox Series X and it's like Xbox One Series S. Or
I'll have the one
X.
that looks like the refrigerator.
Oh my God, that's how they're gonna.
That's what the parents are gonna have to do.
The fridge or the damn washing machine, all right, or the boombox, the one speaker boombox. Anyway, $299 for Xbox Series S. Already crazy. This is 1440p, 120 frames per second. We already dove into that. So the value is insane. Now officially, Xbox Series X, $499. Ugh, insane.
Rick Ross,
that is on some next level value. I mean, for of course the equivalent to a 20 God, it's gonna take a while for me to get over it. A 3070 card, right? GPU alone, you get an entire console. You get 4K.
It's nutty.
You get a whole lot. Yeah, and this is the full-fledged, more powerful version, because the Xbox Series S is going to be slightly less powerful. That's why I said 1440p versus the big brother that's going to have all those extra goodies, such as 4K and such. But releasing November 10th, just in time for those Black Fridays.
You feel comfortable with that price point, guy?
For those holiday sales. Oh.
How do you feel about the price point for the next gen?
It's good. PlayStation obviously can't do a PlayStation 3 or whatever where it's like, the pricing is through the roof. Like they have to have something competitive.
And I'm hoping, we're going to benefit from it, and I can't freaking wait, dude.
But at the end of the day, it's also the games. Whatever games are going to come out to support these consoles early is what's also going to dictate selling points. So obviously they each have their own. Now it really depends as to what people are looking for. I mean, at the end of the day, Cyberpunk's just gonna win it all because PC, right? Yeah.
So the final nail, like, all right, we put the body in the coffin, we've nailed the coffin shut, and now we're gonna add a little bit of super glue to the outside of it so that just to keep the zombie in there, right, bro? Yeah, I don't know if you got the link that I sent you, but real quick, EA Play, like EA's subscription service, is going to be included in the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with no additional cost. Dang. So you're getting now EA's games that are EA's games are going to be in that.
Yeah, plenty of games.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, it's good value. A part of me is also like, well, so many of these games, how many do you own, right? And depends on what system you own them for. Like, do you already own them on PC and such? Might be as much of value, but this is really targeting the console, the console market, right? That's where you're gonna get that value from. Instead of it being like a monthly thing, it's like now you're just getting this whole bulk. Like, here, have all of this for free as well. It's pretty awesome to see. Yeah.
And what I love about it, what I love about it, so an EA Play membership, previously known as the EA Access and Origin Access, so on PC, you know, like you're going to get your access to your Maddens, your FIFAs, your, you know, all those, like, see, I'm the type of person where like, I'm like, hey, you know, I feel like playing FIFA today. And I only play it like maybe, 20 days out of an entire year. So, you know, I mean, this is insane. This is nutty, man. Xbox is just like, yo, they're swinging right now, man.
God,
they're swinging.
We are so winning this right now.
I know
gamers are just winning this. It's a great time to be a gamer. Straight up, your wallets will thank you later. Plenty of time to buy some DLC later. You'll have the funds for that. That's the best part for these companies. Like, oh, we'll save you money here, but the DLC, you just give it that extra cash then. But yeah, right now it's looking really good. Xbox being the price that they that it is, we just gotta see what Sony's coming up. Right now, Sony and AMD, they're the ones in the crosshairs. Like, all right, it's like a rap battle. It's like, all right, yo, that was pretty sick lines. Like, where's the rebuttal? It better not be trash, or we're gonna go with this guy. Like, it is what it is. Like, straight up. So, man, yeah, I'm stoked. I think, like I said, I'm of course in the PC camp. I think it's September 17th, something like that.
Yep.
The actual
so
release
the
starts
out or released. Or pre-orders or whatever.
Pre-orders.
Is it release or pre-orders? I think it's pre-orders, right?
I thought they said it was gonna be available then.
Oh, sick.
It's all a matter of like whatever, you know, e-commerce store or whatever will be available. Yeah. So the launch is slated to be released to the wild on September 17th. So it's gonna most likely, good luck to all those that have to, you know, do that. It's next week. It is quite literally next Thursday. I will be up on the 16th, ready on that F5, F5, and that add to cart.
Dre, hopefully, I need you to promise me, brother.
I will try.
I need you to try.
Well, actually, sorry. The first one doesn't matter to me because I'm not going for that. I'm going for the 3090. I am going for that.
Yeah, that one with me. Yeah. Well, that's
3090. Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
Same thing, and I'll do the same.
All right,
hook a brother up. All right.
Let's just hope you don't get hit with the whole like add the, because I've seen it in the past. You add the cart, you go to checkout, they're processing. Oh, sorry, couldn't process in time. We're out of stock.
Yep.
It happens. It happens. You do not, until you get that order confirmation, you are not in the clear. So good luck to everybody.
Last bit of information that I want to drop because it's happening in right now. The Ubisoft Forward event for September is happening. Oh wait, it says 2 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, never mind. Not right now. Wait a second. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
Yeah, the pre-show starts at 2. Okay, so 3 p.m. Eastern time, Ubisoft Forward. They're gonna dive into, you know, the games that they're coming out with a little deeper, I guess. They've been doing a lot of this lately. I don't know how much further they could go with. You know, the last one was pretty detailed. But that's right. It did only touch on a few of their big hitters. So I wonder what this is going to include. But
maybe we'll have an extra release or something like that, something we didn't see coming. But regardless, we'll see what happens. So if you guys want to check that out, like I said, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 Pacific on, I'm assuming, Ubisoft's like Twitch page, YouTube, everything.
Go on Twitch, you'll find it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. So with that, loading is complete. Your day is queued up, and your lunch is probably hot and ready for you to go eat, because I know that's where I'm going to go after this. Go make a sandwich or something. Maybe a turkey club. What the hell is that?
I'm gonna eclipse my lens, dude. All right.
Geez, I was wondering what the hell is going on here. All right, guys. So once again, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Of course, thanks again to Zip Chair and Mike and Ike for supporting. Get that damn lens out the way. It's messing me up. It's triggering me, dog. More than the googly eyes. Once again, I am Dre, aka Crash. You can follow me at CrashTagVS. Make sure to follow Alex at SirScralex, whether it be on Twitter or on Twitch. And follow Nursery Gamers on Twitch and Twitter at NERDST Gamers. We'll be live once again next Tuesday, which will be, what is that, the 12th? Not the 12th, jeez. The 15th? Yeah, 15th. Next week on the 15th, we'll be live again, 11 Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, we'll be close to that Thursday. Post 3,000 bomb getting dropped. We'll see the madness that it is. But until then, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. We'll see you next week. Be safe. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your lunch.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
See you later.